Oh, that's loud.
My ears are deaf now.
Holy cow, that is loud, dude. This is insane. Absolutely insane. And thank you for inviting us to come up and shoot this. This is brilliant. So, I'd like to find out, before the engine, the side exhaust is insane, how did you get onto this car? How much did you pay for it, and where did you find it?
Yeah, so this is a genuine £250 car. I found it in a like a lockup down south somewhere.
Yeah.
Guy had basically lost this lockup, and he had 7 cars that he was selling, and yeah, I turned down a couple of other ones for this one. When I got it originally, it was like a light blue, had the full Webasto sunroof on it. Original engine, just not been driven for about 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
So.
And how much did you pay for this?
I paid £250 for this car. Right?
No way.
And I remember you saying something about the sunroof. You sold it and you made some money back.
Yeah, so I took the sunroof out because I'd originally crashed one of these and I wasn't going to get another one. But
Okay.
I basically cut the roof. Well, I drilled out all the spot welds of the roof off my other car that was crashed, dropped it on top of this one, and I sold the other sunroof and the engine and gearbox. I got just over £300 for him. So
having bought for £250 odd, you've made a £50 profit.
Yeah.
And then you decided to drop in this insane engine from a Jaguar.
Yeah.
So what's the engine? What car? What year?
So it's a 3-litre AJ V6 from a Jaguar S-Type.
Okay.
It's currently got the 5-speed manual box on it, which was pretty hard to find for a manual Jaguar.
Right.
The throttle bodies are from a Triumph. I think it's a Triumph Triple motorbike. So there's 2 sets of those on there, which work pretty well. The 3D printed inlet manifolds, and then there's also the 3D printed trumpets in the top there, which
that's brilliant.
You can tell I don't have OCD because they're all different colours.
Well, this is a kind of a mix. I mean, there's other parts in here. You're something about Ford Mondeo and all sorts. Tell us a bit about each bit that you have.
The flywheel's from a Ford Mondeo, single mass flywheel. I wanted to do away with a dual mass to save some weight. So I've had that machined to suit the ring gear from the S-Type, so the S-Type starter motor still works.
Okay.
And then I had to use a Mercedes Sprinter van, clutch slave cylinder to get that to work. The alternators from a Renault Clio. The sumps from a X-Type Jag with the X-Type pickup.
That's brilliant.
The exhausts were originally from a E46 BMW.
Yep.
I've just sort of modified those with a Mondeo exhaust to try and get those to fit. I've gone for like the crossover at the back to try and get some more power out of it.
It looks absolutely awesome, and I've just noticed at the front, if you come back a little bit, Carmen, a whiskey flask right there.
Well, the hip flask,
What gave you the idea with that? How
so, credit to my friend Alex Milburn for that, because he came up with the idea, and I stole it.
That's a brilliant idea. It's so cool, man.
Yeah.
And so before, I think you mentioned the exhaust was side exit on both sides.
So
is
I
that
used
right?
to have twin exit exhaust coming out the side, but yeah, I've basically merged them here to try and get a little bit of scavenging effect. Hopefully get a bit more
So that's
power
one
out
of the original holes?
Yeah, that's one of the holes there. And so this is a custom, obviously, exhaust that you've built.
Yeah, everything.
And you did a lot, from what I gather, you did a lot of this work on with
I've done
help from friends.
Yeah, everything on the car myself. One of my friends, Ben Woodhead, he runs like a machine shop in Keighley.
Yep.
Anything that I needed doing like that, he's been there, has always helped with that sort of thing. He's got a lot of hours in the car as well, so
that's crazy. And how much horsepower and torque does the engine have roughly, you think?
We're edging towards 300 horsepower.
Okay.
Torque, I can't actually remember the exact figures. I can find out for you.
Probably close to the power.
Similar, yeah.
That's insane. So in wet weather, basically, you're sort of going everywhere.
You're swimming.
Yeah, it glides around. It does a 60 dash in like a shade over 4 seconds. So for the era, it's
wow.
Yeah, you've got no protection at all. So when it goes wrong, you're screwed.
So let's have a look inside, because you've got a roll cage, I've seen the back, fuel tank as well, and the front, I love the handbrake. talk us about the inside a little
Yeah,
bit.
so I've only got the half cage in at the moment. I'm still in the process of sorting the front cage out, and then eventually I'm going to put some like acoustic sort of carpet in there, you know, just to tidy it up a little
Just
bit.
make it a bit more tidy and clean.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of missing most of its interior. Spaco sprint bucket seats with the Schroff harnesses.
Yep. And that
And then-
handbrake is insane.
Yeah, so I built the car with like the idea of just basically sliding it everywhere. So
Okay.
the hydraulic was a mandatory.
Okay.
The handle I actually made that from a cherry tree in the garden. So
That's brilliant.
yeah,
And all these switches as well.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is
Tell us about the you can live in your car, but you can't race your house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
kind of
cool.
a like a little motto one of my friends and I had when we were at university. Basically, we sort of stayed at home and had the crazy cars whilst everybody else sort of moved out at uni. So we came up with that to sort of justify it, I guess. So yeah.
Well, I love the justification. Let's go and have a look in the back. I love where you put the fuel tanks. This is a really cool
Yeah.
idea.
So
let's
the
have a
rear end is from a Reliant Scimitar.
Okay.
The differentials from a Jaguar 420 Mark 1.
Yep.
The prop shafts from a Range Rover, I think. I
Man,
don't know.
this is such a
it's
like,
such a-
donation cost. Like everyone's just given as many parts as possible and we
Yeah.
create this.
It's basically just Frankenstein.
Oh, it is. You getting on that? Check it out, guys. So why did you end up putting it here?
So I used to have the fuel tank underneath, but I was struggling getting basically gravity feed in the fuel pump. I had a lot of problems with the fuel pump initially, so
Yep.
yeah, I just sort of, and it just tidies the car up a little bit. You know, it's a bit cleaner underneath. We've got a bit more room.
Sure.
I'm thinking at long term, like to have a big crazy diffuser coming out the back. So
Oh, that would look insane actually.
yeah, so getting rid of the fuel tank sort of opens up that option.
And I love the artwork here. Is it your lady? who
Yeah,
sent
it's
us?
credit to my girlfriend for that because she's done the artwork on the fuel tank.
That's cool.
It's yeah, she's a lot more artsy than I am.
Just have that little touch just at the end, right?
Yeah,
That's
and
brilliant.
the leather straps, you know, just keeping it old school, just trying to almost keep it period correct in some senses, but
Yeah.
you know, put a bit of a modern flair in it.
That's awesome, man. And so yeah, if you want to put that back on, and I'm actually curious of these rear arches.
Can I just ask, because Mary is saying it's a little bit of this, a bit
Oh,
bits
yes,
of that,
it is.
yeah. So the bobbies will never catch you, but this is actually road legal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like road legal, shall we say? It's the engine's all declared, all the modifications are declared on the insurance. It's crossing the line between street legal and realistically drivable, I guess.
What car is it? Why don't you choose from one of these on the list?
Yeah.
So there you go, Mary. It's actually road legal, so
It used to get driven daily, but then it started getting a little bit worse for wear, should we say, with the paint. So it's kind of like comes out when the weather's fair now. And also the wide tyres and the lightweight, it makes it exceptionally difficult to get traction. So
Sure.
it's
how much weight did you earlier say? 800 and
872.
872, yeah.
So
Wow.
So with that kind of torque and horsepower,
Jeez.
Yeah,
lightness, you are
similar brake per ton as an early GTR, I guess.
wow.
It's,
Yeah.
it's enough
She's
to
saying
go.
be safe, man, but enjoy.
What about these?
So the arches, yeah, they're just like a period arch that you can get for the MG.
Really?
They used to put these on when they raced them because the original arches come flat over the top of the wheel.
Yeah.
They used to, in the pit lanes, they struggled getting the wheels off. So they didn't actually flare the wheel arches to put wider wheels on. They just put it on so that they could get the wheels off quicker in the pit lane.
Oh wow, what a clever idea.
So these were originally sort of down to here,
Yep.
and I've just cut them out just to try and, because
That's
I was struggling getting my wheels on and off it.
And what are those wheels and what are the size?
So they've Rotor BM8s, and they've got the 15x8 ET0.
Okay.
But obviously with the rear axle, I'm quite a lot wider, so I've got no spaces or anything on there, and
That's amazing.
it just fits right. It's almost as if it was designed for that
Yeah.
axle.
They were waiting for that day till you brought this car along.
Yeah.
Boom.
Believe it or not, the front end doesn't actually scrub it. Right.
Really?
I don't know how. It's so close.
It is very tight, isn't it? And you want it a bit lower? Is that what you were saying earlier on?
So only on the splitter. So the splitter's
Okay.
quite high off the ground, really, and
Yep.
the front valance is an ST tuning valance.
Yep.
And originally there's like a big piece of material that sort of goes in between, so the splitter sits lower. But I just didn't like the way that it flowed with the bodywork, so I've cut that up and then I've tried to extend it. I'm not really happy with it, but it's all a work in progress, I guess.
That's awesome.
Just for legal reasons, is it still an MG?
Yeah, it's MGB. Like the bodywork's all and the chassis, and nothing's been substantially changed. You know, it's just treating rust and making sure it was solid underneath there. So
Yeah.
So it drives it safe in a way.
yeah.
So yeah, Christopher, it's still registered as an MG, and if I have it correctly in my head, it's a 76?
79.
79,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
There you go.
It's an incredible machine, Mike. Seriously, it's a great job. I mean, it's not often we come across this in England. It's fantastic.
Something different, though.
It is. Do you think we can hear it one more time?
Yeah, I don't think it'll start, to be fair.
Okay. Well, it is cold. I'm not surprised,
We'll
but
have to bump start it because
okay.
it's not been driven for a few weeks. The battery's a little bit on the flat side, so
Sure, no problem. Well, let's see if we can, if possible. If not, we'll have to give Mark a bit of a bump. So let's see if we've got to hear it again. Come on, good on. No,
No.
battery's not great.
alright.
No, don't worry about it. It's cold. You haven't started for weeks. I'm not surprised. It's fine. It's cold England, so
Thanks, Christopher. Thanks, Bruce, as well.
no worries. But yeah, if you guys want to listen to it again, go to the back of this video.
Lee, it's actually run as we started the video, so if you want to restart the video, by all means, it runs beautifully. It's just low on battery at the moment, so
Yeah,
it doesn't start right now.
Typical MG, it just doesn't start.
but we do have some footage which we'll put on later on, so you guys can hear it again on the video. But go to the
Yes.
start, like Carmen said. Thanks for tuning in wherever you guys are. Appreciate you tuning in. Leave any comments. We're also on Instagram if you want to follow us live today. We do more shoots. We're going to go live again later this afternoon with another photo shoot. So Mark 1 Golf, so be that for that. And see you guys on the next video. And thanks for tuning in. Cheers, Mike.